Students, welcome in my channel Mathematics Sala, and I am here with comparing quantities. And in comparing quantities, we are to discuss in this video, that is, if the interest calculation is going twice, that means semi-annually or half-yearly. In that case, when we are calculating annually, rate of interest is R, and in case of semi-annually, the rate of interest become R by 2. That means if annually, then 10%, then for semi-annually rate is 5%. And in that case, n becomes twice. N becomes 2n. Now we are going to use the formula A equal to P into 1 plus R by 200. R becomes, the new rate becomes the original rate divided by 2. That's why R by 200 to the power 2n. And while calculating CI, compound interest is amount minus principal. And here it is P into 1 plus R to the power 2n minus 1 is the formula to find compound interest. Let us see in the next part of the video.
Now, students, rate compounded annually or half yearly. Half yearly means semi-annually. When we are using the principal as P, rate of interest is R% per annum. That means if we want to take that rate for half yearly, that means we have to calculate twice in a year. That is, we have to divide that rate by 2, that is R by 2, and then time is n year, then the twice the number of times, that means number of times equal to 2n. In that case, amount A equal to P into 1 plus R by 200 to the power 2n, and compound interest, that is A minus P equal to P common 1 plus R by 200 to the power 2n minus 1 is the formula. Remember these two formulas to calculate the amount or compound interest in case of calculating the compound amount or compound interest semi-annually. Now let us take example 12. Example 12, that is, what amount is to be repaid on a loan of rupees 12,000 for 1.5 year at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. Now it is very simple, that first of all write down given principal equal to rupees 12,000 and rate, that is 10% per annum. When it is taken 5%, then it is half yearly, calculated half yearly. Time equal to 1.5 year, that is 3 by 2 years, and 3 by 2 years, and number of times, as we have seen in the formula, that in case of n we are multiplying the number of years by 2, then it is 3, number of times 3. Then first of all we have to find in the interest for 1.5 year, that is amount we have to find and for that rupees 12,000 is the principal. P into 1 plus R5 by 100 to the power 3 is, when you are calculating this one, cancel 5 by 100, that is 20, and after taking LCM, just after simplification, you will get 21 by 20. Now here you can write rupees 12,000 into 21 by 20 3 times, since there is power 3, 21 by 20, 21 by 20. Now just cancel zeros in the denominator and numerator. 3 zeros are there. Now cancel by 2, 2 6 ja 12, and then 2 3 ja, that is you have 3 into 21 into 21 into 21 divided by 2. After calculation you will get rupees 13,891.50. okay, like that. Amount is equal to 13,891.50 paise. Let us solve example number 13. For that, find compound interest paid when a sum of rupees 10,000 is invested for 1 year and 3 months for 8.5% per annum compounded annually. Here is the case, is different, slightly different, and here you have to calculate, you have to compute per annum. That means we need not to change the rate of interest by 2, that is 8.5, that is equal to 17 by 2% per annum. But here time is 3 years and 3 months. 3 months is not in the form of year. That means we can convert this 3 month into year. Then first of all compute interest for 1 year, compound interest, amount for 1 year. The amount for 1 year becomes the principal for 3 months. Let us see how can we solve. For 1 year, it is principal 1,000, rupees 10,000 is the principal. 1 plus 17 by 2 by 100. 17 by 2% is the rate of interest for 1 year. Now here you have to change it slightly, here it is 1. Now just simplify 17 by 2 divided by 100. Here it is divided by 100. We can write like this, and when we are simplifying it, can we write 17 by 2 into 1 by 100, 1 by 100, that is equal to 17 by 200, that is 17 by 200, and power is 1. You want to calculate for 1 year, that is time is 1. Now then just simplify, that is when you are taking the LCM, you will get 200, and after simplification you will get 217 by 200 and multiply this by rupees 10,000 and cancel it here. 2 zeros cancel 2 zeros of 10,000 with 2 zeros of 200. Now cancel this 2 by 100 becomes 50, and 50 into 217 is rupees 10,850, and you can take this one as principal. Let us suppose P1 for next 3 months and convert 3 months into year, divide 3 by 12, since there are 12 months in a year, then you will get 1 by 4 year. Just calculate simple interest for 3 months, that is take 10,850 as principal, r is 17 by 2 and time is 1 by 4 year. Simplify it and cancel. After simplification you will get rupees 230 and 56 paise. Now calculate the compound interest for first year. Compound interest, for interest you are finding amount minus principal. Amount minus principal, that is amount is 10,850 minus 10,000, that is rupees 850. Now here you have got simple interest for 3 months, that is 230 and 56 paise. Add both the interests to get compound interest for 1 year and 3 months, that is rupees 1080 and 56 paise. It is very simple, but this is the question, very important. Try to solve by your own. Now let us come to next question, that is before coming to next question, application, when and where we can use these. Then in your book you will get some questions of the population, and in case of bacteria, in case of the price, intermediate, increasing intermediate years. In that case, for we have two cases. In one cases there is growth, there is increase, there is hike. In that case we are using here plus sign, and in case of the decrease, downfall, decrease in population, or in case of the price, means if anyone takes a bike for 1 lakh and after that he sells after a year, then he will get the less money. That is called rate of depreciation. In that case we are using the minus sign. And another thing, better to write this P naught as the base price, that means initial price. In here the first year when he purchases the bike for 1 lakh, then that price will take in P naught, and after a year, that means depreciated price, let us take P. Now remember these two formulas to use in various questions. Then let us see application of this, where we can apply these formulas. Now here is example 14. The population of a city was 20,000 in the year 1997. It increased at the rate of 5% per annum. Find the population at the end of the year 2000. That means directly the time is not given. Now that means number of times you have to compute, it is unknown. Here you have to calculate from these two given years. That means to calculate number of times, subtract year 2000 and 1997. The difference of the years equal to 3 years. Then here remember one thing, another thing, that is you have to compute, you have to calculate yearly. Now to calculate yearly, we have to use number of times as number of years. So number of years equal to 3, then number of times is also 3. Then use the formula to find increased population. P naught is known, that is 20,000, and here rate of increase is 5% per annum, 5% per annum, and n equal to 3. Put these values on the formula and just simplify it. You will get, after simplification, that is 23,152.5, and you cannot say population in fraction. Okay, then either you have to say, either you have to increase by 1 if the after decimal you have 5 or more than 5, then here you have 0.5, then just increase 1, that is 23,152 is the approximate or estimated population in year 2000. Now let us come to very last example of before the exercise. Then example 15, it is a different type, that is case of the depreciation. A TV was brought at a price of rupees 21,000. After 1 year, the value of the TV was depreciated by 5%. Then you have to find the TV after 1 year. Then price of the TV P naught is rupees 21,000 and rate of depreciation is 5% per annum, and number of times you have to calculate n equal to 1. Then here there is depreciation, that means there is decrease, reduction, less. That's why we have to put here minus sign, then 1 minus 1 by 100 becomes 95 by 100, and cancel the zeros 2 zeros from the denominator with 2 zeros in the numerator becomes rupees 210 into 95, that will give rupees 19,950. This is the last example of this video, and we'll meet soon in next video. Bye.